Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. And we got some MMA news to go over today. We're going to go over UFC 317. There's no upcoming UFC this weekend, so no fight cards to predict or anything like that, but we got a couple little news outlets or news articles. So let's go ahead and get right on to it. So first up, we got some news updating Ben Askren. I haven't really been talking about Ben Askren just because I didn't know kind of how things are going to play out. So I rather had would have just chosen to give the update a little bit once a little bit later once we found out more information, and it looks like we have that information. So here it says former MMA champ Ben Askren receives a double lung transplant. So he's been in the hospital with pneumonia for like 2 weeks now, and I guess he needed a lung transplant. It looks like he's gonna get two of them. Former MMA and wrestling champion Ben Askren receives a double lung transplant. Askren 40 has been hospitalized all month. Oh man, I thought it's only been 2 weeks. I guess it's all month. All month in his home state of Wisconsin due to severe pneumonia. His wife Amy shares updates throughout his recovery and expressed gratitude on Monday for the latest. We are so thankful to share that Ben has received a double lung transplant, Amy wrote on Facebook. We are forever thankful to the donor and his family. This is the beginning of a new lifestyle for Ben, but every new day he has is a gift. It still doesn't feel real that he was walking around completely healthy just 5 weeks ago. So much can change so quickly. Please keep Ben in your prayers and that his body welcomes the new lungs if they were his own. Oh man, ow. I got a stuffy nose. I am constantly in awe of people carrying us through right now. I can't wait to tell Ben all about it. I mean, Jesus, I'm sure he fucking can't wait to wake up. I'm hopeful that in the coming weeks, Ben will be able to give the next update. According to Amy's post, Askren was placed on the donor list on June 24th. As of June 17th, he had been on ventilator support. Askren. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Askren fought his entire professional career out of Harlan, Wisconsin, and he runs a wrestling academy in the area. He retired from MMA in 2019, but was also a two-time NCAA Division I champion in wrestling and a member of the 2008 U.S. Olympic team. He held MMA titles in multiple organizations and appeared in the UFC at the end of his career. He and Amy have 3 children together. Okay. So with that, I mean, good for Ben Askren. He's on the donor list now, so hopefully they get that surgery in, get it taken care of by probably the end of this week. I don't know how quickly these things move once you actually like have what you need as far as the organs go, but hopefully all is well. This is like the most not exciting, but most like I guess efficient update. Everything's been so up in the air, so that's why I chose to talk about it now. But the most efficient update, so hopefully all goes well for Ben Askren. It's a scary time for his family, so hope the best for all of them. Let me know what you think about this. Did you know Ben Askren? Do they have like a GoFundMe or anything that you guys know about? Go ahead and let me know in the comments. And also, what did you think of him as an athlete? I thought he was. I liked him. I thought he was funny, man. He was good on the mic, and then so his UFC career may not have been what he wanted it to be, but he was good on the mic, and that was good enough for me. Okay, next up, UFC fighter accidentally leaks a massive potential 319 co-main event fight. So 319 is DDP and Khamzat Chimaev. So I'm wondering what the co-main event would be. The UFC 319 could be co-headlined by an all-star lightweight title eliminated. The Chicago-based pay-per-view features a highly anticipated middleweight, the clash between DDP and Khamzat Chimaev, like I just said. As of now, UFC 319 is incomplete with 10 fights announced or reported, but the champ might have just leaked the co-main event. DDP appears to leak UFC 319 co-main event, featuring in a video by Ahmed Amwell on June 30th. Still Knox appears to be name dropped. Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje is the co-main event to his UFC 319 fight. It's going to be a big card, DDP casually remarked. The co-main event is Paddy Pimblett and Justin Gaethje. Man, of course, take the champ's words with a grain of salt. Nothing is confirmed unless UFC says so. With this, UFC 319 could be up to 11 fights so far. Championship fight, DDP comes at Chimaev. Co-main event, Paddy Pimblett, Justin Gaethje. Tim Elliott versus Kaya Sakura. That'd be a really good fight. Jared Cannonier versus Michael Venom Page. Another really good fight. Edson Barbosa versus Drake Harkless. Ooh, that's another good fight, man. Cardine Silva versus JJ Aldrich. Good fight. Alexander Hernandez versus Chase Hooper. Good fight. Ruzebeov versus Brian Battle. Good fight. Jessica Andrade versus Lupita Godinez. Good fight. Man, King Gray, Diego Ferreira, Gerald Merchart, and Olazechik. Wow, 319 is a stacked card, you guys. Holy shit. Especially if that's the co-main event. Wow. With this though, I honestly I'm in the camp of Justin Gaethje that says, "Hey, I was on a winning streak. I took a one off to almost save UFC 300, and I lost that one, but then I came back and won the next one. That BMF is like a little like skirt off of the main track, and I think he deserves a title shot. I don't think he should have a title eliminator. I think he should just have the title shot. I think it should have been him that had the title shot. Oliveira's last fight was a boring ass fight against a 50-year-old Michael Chandler. So that like I think it should be Gaethje. I think you could do Patty and Armand because Armand lost to the scale or had a fake back injury or whatever. So I think it should be Ilya and Justin, and that have that be Justin's retirement fight. He doesn't like if he wins, he's just gonna give it up anyways. If he's not, they're not gonna give him it. I mean, apparently he'll still fight. Maybe they said like, hey, do one more, we'll give you a title shot, but he's not gonna be Paddy Pimblett, guys. Come on. And so I don't know. I think that it should the title should be given not given to Gaethje. Excuse me. Gaethje should be given the title shot, and then after that, do Patty and Armand, Patty and whoever wins Gaethje and Ilya. I mean, hell, if this fight's just getting made, it's not like Ilya took any damage, bro. He took like what, like an elbow or two in that last fight. Have him and Justin Gaethje do a quick turnaround. So make that happen. But I wouldn't be upset about this fight. I just would rather have Gaethje be the one to be having the title shot. Let me know what you think about all that down below. Are you excited for UFC 319 after seeing this article? I am. Damn, it's probably like en route to be the best card of the year so far. And what do you think about Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje as a potential co-main event? Let me know down below. All right. Next up, coming into the last article for today. Not too much crazy breaking news or anything like that. Chadi Islam won't acknowledge UFC 317 for Ilia Topuria, but coach expects problems against Arman and Gaethje. Islam Makhachev had a lot to say during the UFC 317 pay-per-view main card, live tweeting his thoughts in his lightweight bout between Beneil Dariush and Renato Moicano, as well as the crazy flyweight showdown between Pantoja and Kai Kara France. But when it came time for Ilia Topuria to battle Charles Oliveira for the lightweight title, Makhachev vacated and his move to 170 pounds. The promotion's top pound-for-pound fighter went silent on social media and is yet to acknowledge the stunning performance for the El Matador. Yeah, that's because he knows if it was him in there, the same thing would have happened, bro. The same exact thing. Why is this all jacked up on my screen? Jeez. Okay. Yeah, he knows the same exact thing would have happened, dude. There's no going around it, you guys. When it came, yeah, when instead, longtime coach Javier Mendez did all the talking. I see Justin Gaethje potentially giving Topuria some problems. Mendez told Submission Radio Arman Sarukin would be the one on that, in my opinion. Might give him the most problems because Arman's not going to stand with him. Arman's going to make it a grappling war, so it's going to be a war of attrition. It appears neither Gaethje or Sarukin will be getting the next title shot. Can Ilya survive the continuous ground attack that Arman's going to put him in? That would be a test. Mendez continued. Can he do that? I don't know. Maybe he can. Look at what he did to Charles. Charles came in for the takedown. He freaking switched on him in midair, and that was very impressive. The victory gave undefeated Topuria 17-0, a second title in as many weight classes. So with this, why do you think Islam went quiet? I think he went quiet during that main event because he saw that knockout and had the same reaction Sugar Sean did and said, oh shit, good thing I'm not fighting him. And if he gets that 170 belt and if Ilya makes the move to 170 and says, I'm going to chase the number one pound for pound, Ilya doesn't give a fuck about the title. He doesn't even care about beating Islam. He cares about being number one pound for pound. That's what he cares about. It could be anybody in the number one pound for pound, and he'd want to fight them. So as of right now, it's Islam. But guess what's going to happen? Islam's going to retire. He's going to go the Khabib route. He's going to say, oh, I fight too many people. I made promise. I quit. So yeah, he's going to continue. I don't know, but I hope not. I would love to see that fight. I think that'd be a really, really, really good fight. So with that though, why do you think Islam went quiet? I think it's because he's not scared. I just don't think he wants to fight him. That's what I think. Let me know what you think about it down below. And finally, we're going to go over the results of UFC 317. So I'm trying. I accidentally deleted the video where I made my predictions, but I'm trying to go based off of my memory. Usually I'll go for the U.S. guys. So I think in this first one I went with Hines. Did not happen. This one I think I said that I like Nico Price, but I'm going Jacoby Smith. I think I said that. Or I just last minute changed it to Nico Price. Terrence McKinney, I went for Terrence McKinney. Tracy Cortez, I went for Tracy Cortez, and she won. Heidi Emil versus Jose Delgado. I think I went for Emil, but I don't remember. But that was a crazy fight, man. That was awesome. Like almost right away. That was nuts. I was like listening to it in the car while I was driving to my buddies, and I was like, "Oh wow, I got to rewatch that on the replay." After that, we had Jack Hermanson versus Gregor Rodriguez. I had Gregor Rodriguez winning, but I went with Jack Hermanson. I wanted to see Jack Hermanson win. So I was like kind of in between there. Going into the prelims, there's Peyton Talbot versus Felipe Lima. I had Peyton Talbot winning that one, and he won. Then I had Benil Dariush versus Money Moicano. I had that. I'm sorry, not that. I had Benil winning, and then Brandon Royval and Joshua Van. I said I liked Royval, but I had Joshua Van winning, and Joshua Van won. That was an awesome fight. And the co-main event, we had Pantoja versus Kai Kara France. I had Kai Kara France winning. Unfortunately, he lost. And then the lightweight title, I had Ilya Topuria winning against Charles Oliveira, and he did in dominant fashion. It was an awesome knockout. Great night of fights. Super fun fight card, especially for me. The one card that like I don't uh keep a record on of all my choices. I think I got like 80% of them right on the wins. So let's say this one, yes, no, or sorry, no, yes, 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 no, no, yes, 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 or no, yes. So yeah, I think like was 85% of them I had actually winning. So with that, that's how the card turned out, and also I was going along with my predictions. Most of my predictions were true, were correct. How was your predictions for the fight card? Did most of them come true? I had been on a skid lately where it was just not going my way. I'd be getting like 50% of the cards right, and then finally this one I finally got some stuff right. So with that, let me know down below. What did you think of the card if you watched? I thought it was a great international fight week, a great payoff. Finally, an amazing card full of submissions and knockouts after some boring ass 10 fight decision cards. So this was a return to form for sure. Let me know what you thought about all this down below. Let's see. And all right, guys. So that's it. There's really no other news or anything like that going on. So there's I mean I can see if there's any breaking news within the last like what 15 minutes I've been doing this. But other than that, that is it for UFC news. There's no card this upcoming week, so there's nothing for me to really go over. Let's see, MMA breaking news. Let's just do this, see what happens. But nothing too crazy. It's just a bunch of different articles going over this past weekend. Tomorrow, though, the pound for pound rankings will be out, so we'll go over the updated pound for pound rankings. And hopefully some more news comes out over today. I know Ariel Hawani's got a bunch of different interviews he's doing today, so maybe we'll get some stuff there. But again, it's mainly just going over the UFC that just happened, so there probably won't be really any breaking news with anybody or anything there. Um, but yeah, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow around. I'm gonna try to wake up a little bit earlier tomorrow and have the show be around 1 o'clock. But if not, it'll be around the same time most likely. So go ahead and let me know down below what you thought about today's show. Let me know how I can improve the show. Let me know if there's any articles that you wish I would have gone over. I know there's a boxing event that went on with Jake Paul and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. I'm not big into boxing, so I don't go over that. But if it's something you'd like me to cover, then I could definitely start getting into boxing and covering that as well. So let me know all of that down below. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.